there and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I do a full moon ceremony every single month. Yes, and a quick reminder, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And of course, hit that bell so that you will get notified every single time a new video gets released in my channel. There's a lot of talk about full moons and new moons and all of this in terms of astrology. But today I'm just going to talk about the actual full moon ceremony itself and the potency of the full moon. So, what does Feng Shui have to do with full moons? And why do I do these full moon things? Well, first of all, if we just look at the moon, and sometimes it is in full bloom and full, and other times it is totally dark. And Feng Shui philosophy really is connected to the energy of yin and yang. Yeah, so basically the moons epitomize one of the core foundations of Feng Shui philosophy. It is all about creating this balance and harmony in our lives, and our journey is all about really moving with the cycles of life and the cycles of the moon. I love honoring the full moon and all of the different times of the moon cycle because as a woman, I also have my own personal cycles. And sometimes they are really in sync with the moon and other times they're not, but that's okay. It's just really realizing that life operates in cycles, just like the moon, just like Feng Shui, just like our bodies. So let's talk a little bit about the full moon itself. So the full moon is the time of yang. It's the most yang time. It's the most kind of expressive version of the moon. It's the time for, it's really shining your light, for expressing yourself as much as possible. And also it's the time for birthing and realizing. So in the new moon period, when it's the dark moon, coming up to the dark moon is the time for like clearing any icky things, any toxicity, the balsamic moon, before you plant seeds of intention. And the new moon is like the time that you think of this dream or this intention and you plant it in the beautiful fertile ground, just like you're planting it into the soil. And then what happens is over the next cycle to the full moon starts to grow and you start to tend to your intentions, and then the full moon, it starts to birth it. So even interestingly enough, a lot more people give birth during a full moon as well. So even the tides are impacted by the full moon. So if we go to the water, the ocean, at a time when there's a full moon, the tides are so much higher than they would be in the other times of the year. So just knowing and realizing the impact that the tide has and that the moon has on the tides, can you imagine what it's having on us as well? So sometimes with the full moon, it is a good time to party, but it's also a really good time to release. So what do we do when it comes to a full moon ceremony? I love doing very simple ceremonies. We might kind of think, you might get a little bit put off by the idea of ceremony or ritual, and don't be creeped out at all. Actually, all it is doing a little personal ritual for you to honor the cycle of the moon, which is going to be impacting us. And when you do that, you can start to see amazing things. So one of my practices over the last, oh my God, like maybe 18 years, every new moon, I always wrote my new moon intentions. And every full moon, I've written some things that I want to let go of. So with a full moon, you can go all fancy and get some nice things for yourself. You could get a candle, maybe some sage and Palo Santo. You could light yourself a little fire if you wanted, or just a candle to symbolize it. And maybe just like meditate with the fire to really see and allow the energy of the fire to burn away any toxicity, anything that you need to release. And you could write it down. I'm a big fan of writing it down and then burn it. So when you burn those things, you're transmuting it and you're letting it go from your system. And then you're just making space for new things. So a lot of people like to bathe in the full moon. So if you have the full moon, you can go out and lie out and bathe in the full moon, or even go have a bath, like literally have a bath and allow yourself to soak in that idea of just the energy of the full moon is going to be impacting you anyways, and allow the bath to just wash away anything that you need to let go of and see it all just go down the drain and goodbye. So I have an incredible guide for you that is a checklist that's going to show you room by room what exactly you can be doing to improve the flow of energy and activate Feng Shui in your home. This guide and checklist is usually just for my clients, so you're in luck that you'll be able to get it today as a gift from me. You can grab that guide at patricialohan.com/checklist, and that will move you through every single room to Feng Shui your space and get that flow of all the things that you want coming into your life easy peasy. So I would love to hear if you have any full moon rituals or new moon rituals that you do. I like to keep it simple, but of course you can go as elaborate as you want. And I'd love to hear what you're doing. So share in the comments if you enjoyed this, and are you going to check out the next full moon ceremony?